Hi, my name is Tom Dickelman, and I'm the consultant for the search committee. And tonight, as the sun sets, I'd like to provide you with a brief update on where we are. The bulk of my research is done, and we have a series of recommendations which are being forwarded to the Board of Elders. We'll keep you up to date on all of that. I want to speak very briefly on change. Cultures and churches and most people don't really like change. We like it when we know what's around the corner, what's coming at us, what Sunday morning is going to be like. Most people and most cultures don't like surprises, and then surprises happen. And a surprise like a much loved 22-year pastor leaves, or something along the lines of the pandemic, which no one ever could have anticipated the impact that it would have on churches like LaSalle. And suddenly this culture, which had been frozen and everybody was pretty comfortable, becomes thawed, and it doesn't feel so good. And people are worried about what's the future going to like, what's going to happen, are we going to survive, are we going to be okay? And I think that there's two answers to that question and two ways of dealing with it. And the first way to deal with it is through prayer, and praying for the search committee, for the Board of Elders, for your staff and the leaders of the church who are making decision and trying to do God's work for LaSalle. Remember that God is with us and that we belong to God in times good and bad. And certainly we belong to God right now. Second, with that faith, remember that LaSalle has an extraordinary history of not only just surviving change, but thriving. The church of which you were a part, which began 136 years ago, began with a group of Swedes who built the church, and they were followed by folks from the Appalachian community, and then people who were Italian immigrants, followed by folks from the African American community. And then over time, the Moody Bible became very involved in the church. And the church had a strong foundation in the evangelical community. And in the 60s with Bill Leslie, things changed and the church became nationally known for outreach and justice ministries. And in recent years, the church has changed again, and they've said, we're open and we are affirming, and this church is available to all people, all the time, with no exceptions. Please remember that prayer is our greatest resource in times of change, and that God is with us and that we belong to God in these times. But also remember that you are part of a church with a very proud history of not only just surviving change, but thriving in times of change. God bless you, and look forward to catching up again very soon.